host Shweta and welcome to another interesting episode of KiBloc Show. In this episode, I would like to discuss more about Wikipedia's continuous censorship of articles related to Cardano blockchain project. Now, without further delay, let's get rolling. Wikipedia has a long history of censoring information related to Cardano project. It is continuously suppressing pages related to the Cardano blockchain project from 2018. As you can see, on January 28, 2018, Charles responded to David Gerald and informed him how Cardano community created Wikipedia pages were deleted back then without giving any chance to even edit any changes. Look at these tweets from January 28, 2018. Cardano Wikipedia page has been marked for deletion for low importance. Can you believe how Wikipedia is practicing commercial censorship? I wonder how many of those Wikipedia editors are qualified enough even to understand blockchain projects and understand the difference between Ethereum and Cardano or any other blockchain project. How come there are certain blockchain projects with which Wikipedia has no issues except Cardano? Interestingly, Wikipedia finds value in blockchain project like this, a Cardano blockchain project which is backed by peer-reviewed research papers and articles and heavy involvement of PhDs, mathematicians and an awesome community, but all this has no worth, according to Wikipedia. Now, look at this tweet of Charles from December 11, 2019. He again mentioned how Wikipedia editors repeatedly deleting contents related to IOHK and Cardano. Wikipedia went to great extent to make sure that Cardano gets no exposure on their platform. In the recent event of October 22, 2020, the Cardano project page was again deleted by Wikipedia editors, and the reason provided was lack of notability. After Cardano community members reached out to Jimmy Wales, the co-founder of Wikipedia, and a lot of heated arguments among them, finally Cardano page was restored on Wikipedia. Although just hours after the restoration, Wikipedia editor Mr. David Gerald is back in action again and started censoring the content of the Cardano Wikipedia page. If you ask me regarding academic credibility, then there are not many blockchain projects near Cardano. As you can see for yourself that there are almost 100 research papers published or presented related to the Cardano project. In the description section below, I'm going to mentioning the links where you can go and find a research paper published or presented by IOHK related to Cardano. As you can see, these papers were presented or published at Asia Crep 2020, CANS 20, TCC 20, AMC Conference on Computer and Communications Security, and many other re-owned conferences. As stated by Charles himself in his tweet, that 75 plus papers from Cardano Scientific Foundation cited at Eurocrypt. And still, according to Wikipedia editor's point of view, Cardano project has no value? Clearly, there are forces in place that don't want the Cardano project to be succeeded. However, can they really stop a project which is backed by such a strong team and community? In one of his tweets, Charles confirmed that during his upcoming podcast on the KiBloc Show, he likes to talk about Wikipedia censorship on Cardano. So join us on that podcast to understand this issue in more detail, as it's much complex than it sounds. Based on the events in the past 3 years related to Wikipedia censorship on Cardano, there are clearly a few things to think about. First, what the agenda of Wikipedia behind this blanket ban on Cardano-related content on their platform. Second, if within the past 3 years this issue is not resolved, what are the chances that it gets resolved in near future? Third, what options Cardano project has? Fourth, should we start looking for Wikipedia alternatives? Fifth, Are there any available decentralized Wikipedia alternatives already available? Sixth, or it's time for the Cardano community to take things into their hand by proposing a Wikipedia killing real decentralized alternative running on Cardano blockchain via Project Catalyst. Let me know in the comments down below what's your thought on that. I'm your host Shweta, signing off now. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I see you next time. Till then, stay safe and healthy.